Well, for the first time since the closing of the old Hamilton County Jail, we get a look inside Silverdale Detention Center.
An attorney is calling the conditions of her client's cell, quote, appalling and disgusting. Our Liam Collins spoke with her today and joins us live with why she wants her client moved. Liam.
Yeah, Cindy, David, and the county has spent millions to move inmates over to the Silverdale Detention Center since it closed down that old county jail downtown almost 2 years ago. But that was when Core Civic, a private jail service, ended its contract with the county, turning over operations to the sheriff's office. But tonight, an attorney says she believes the conditions her client is dealing with are unacceptable.
It was hard to breathe. The smell was terrible.
That was attorney Brady Spurgeon's reaction to being inside of Silverdale Detention Center for the very first time. She took this video of her client's jail cell after she says his mental health had deteriorated over months.
He was very anxious, and that was a change. Couldn't sit still, very anxious, couldn't focus.
The video shows standing water in common areas, exposed wiring in cells, and leaking ceilings, conditions Spurgeon says have made it difficult for her to communicate with her client.
If my client can't focus long enough to help me with their defense, then that's a problem.
Spurgeon's client, 21-year-old Harrison Ellison, is awaiting trial for murder charges. He was arrested for a shooting on Dodds Avenue in September of 2020. In the meantime, she's asking a judge to move him to another jail.
He's very young, so I imagine that this is harder on him than someone who has maybe been through this before.
The county has spent at least $60 million to move inmates to Silverdale. The jail failed its last two state inspections in 2020 and 2021. A spokesperson says its most recent inspection is not ready yet. Data from the Tennessee Corrections Institute shows it was nearly at full capacity at last check in November, with more than 80% of inmates without a conviction. A spokesperson for the sheriff's office says the damage to Ellison's cell appeared to be vandalism. He went on to say, quote, inmate vandalism and intentional sabotage is something corrections services and maintenance personnel deal with on a daily basis throughout the Silverdale Detention Center. This is due in large part to the fact the original intent of this aged facility was to house low-level offenders as a workhouse, end quote.
I would be surprised if it was isolated to that one cell.
Surprised, Spurgeon says, because she's had clients express similar concerns before.
Our client was very concerned about hygiene and could not get things like a razor or clippers to cut hair that was clean.
A spokesperson for the sheriff's office says an inmate being caught with vandalism could lead to more charges, but no charges have been filed against Ellison in relation to the damage inside of his cell. And you can also read the sheriff's office's full statement on our website.